First off, KOC must improve second half. We all know it's nothing new, no secret. He must improve second half and become a better second half coach. I've been saying it the whole season, the whole off season. Can Kevin O'Connell coach a full 4 quarters? Can Kevin O'Connell coach a full 4 quarters? You ask me, he hasn't done it yet. Yeah, in my opinion, he hasn't done it yet. He's been close. About 3 games, he's been very close, but he hasn't accomplished that yet, in my opinion. In order for this Vikings team to get where they want to be the team they want to be, have a real playoff run, Kevin O'Connell is going to have to improve first, right? Top to bottom, right? Starts with the coaching. Coaching, I stand on that as the most important part of the game, of a team, of a squad. So it starts with KOC. Dominating the second half, being able to score points in the second half, put real drives together in the second half, and put a team away. Seen it with the Jets. You let the Jets hang around. You go 3 and out. Your defense plays outstanding, but the offense was not playing complementary football. And to be a Super Bowl caliber team, a Super Bowl winning team, you must play complementary football. You look at the Chiefs, true dynasty. The only other undefeated team in the NFL. But the Chiefs, they play complementary football. You saw it last night when they played the Saints, right? Defense on point, offense on point, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it takes to win Super Bowls, dog. But it starts with coaching on both sides of the ball. So KOC, you see how Andy Reid is able to play call, and him and his offensive coordinator work together and really put the dagger in teams. Don't let teams hang around. Don't let them hang around. That's what it's about, dog. No cap. Period. Bottom line. That's what it's about, homie. Putting your foot on their throat and putting them away. Getting them up out of there, dog. Getting them up out of there quickly and swiftly. Heavy, huh? So KOC, that's the biggest thing for me, man. Coaching for a full 4 quarters. Putting points on the board. Especially when your defense is dog tired. Your defense is working hard. You know, your defense is grinding to keep you in the game. Defense is grinding, helping you out to be able to put the game away in the second half. Shout out B-Flow. Shout out to the defense. I will get to them later. Heavy. You understand? So we need more from KOC play calling, dog. We need more from play calling from KOC. He's going to have to improve. He is going to have to improve, homie. Vikings are a very good team, homie. Very good team. Playoff run caliber team, but it starts with Kevin O'Connell, dog. Even with Sam Darnold, putting him in the best position to win, right? Period. Let's just look at some of the stats. Got it pulled up. I'm going to get a Sam Darnold now, but I want to look at the stats from the game. Some second half stats, et cetera, et cetera. Give me a second. You in the chat, like it up. Make sure you come in, you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell heavy. But like the chat up, dog. Take less than 1 second. You hear me? Heavy, man. I really want to research these scores and everything. Give me 1 second, dog. We're going to get into it. We got time. You hear me? Yeah, we're going to start really getting into it, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Score. Yeah, I got to check these stats out for the full game, man. It's just like, you have to put a team away, bro. You have to put a team away, dog. And the NFC, the NFL as a whole is wide open. The NFC, you really see no major threats, right? Do we see any major threats who the Vikings should be scared of in the NFC? They've beaten the top teams in the NFC already, dog. Some say the top team, even though the Niners are looking suspect. But even the top team, right? So it's like, really, man, it's just time to get together and put it all together. You're right there. You're right there. We just need more from KOC and the offense. More from KOC and the offense. Regular season is good. Very important. As far as ranking, seeding, it's good to be 5-0. Great to be 5-0. But you want to win in the playoffs. The Vikings want to reach that ultimate goal. They're going to have to bite down and really work hard. So where is the Vikings game at? That's my question. Here we go. So did they already move the Vikings game or what? We're gonna have to click on the Jets then, since the Vikings got a bye. All right, can you go to this one then? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So we look at here the stats of the game, right? Look at these stats of the game, man. So first down, 17-17. Not bad. Third down efficiency, 5 of 17 versus the Jets, dog. 5 of 17. The Jets weren't. Hold on. Oh, this is the Jets. This is the 4 of 13. 4 of 13, third down efficiency. That has to improve. That has to improve. We're talking about playoff football, Super Bowl winning caliber football, dog. 5-0 is great, but people get caught up in the whole 5-0. You have to think about the future as well. So right now, assuming the Vikings will win games, I don't see a fall off like 2016. So we assume they're going to continue to win games, right? They're a playoff team. What happens in the playoff? That's what we're looking at. That is what is very key right now. And then you compare, the Jets have a great defense. You cannot take that away from them. The Jets have a great defense, dog. Heavy. No cap. One of the best defenses they will face. But this here 4 and 13 with the high power offense you have, the weapons KOC has to play with. Now I know people are gonna say it was London. They're probably fatigued. Cut them some slack, give them some leeway, etc., etc. All right, cool. I'll give them a little slack, but even then, London atmosphere environment, playoffs. Tough environment. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not at home. Let's say the Vikings don't have home field advantage. It's going to be a tougher environment than London, man. Any playoff game, hostile environment, hostile crowd. The only difference will be the time adjustments and the time frame, homie. You hear me, dog? But third downs, I don't care who you playing, where you playing, you got to improve that. Fourth down efficiency, the Vikings were 0 for 1. Now you can assume fourth down, you're going to have to come up with some play calls, some good play calls. That's the fourth down where on 3rd and 2, KOC threw the ball instead of running the ball twice. Another questionable play call from Kevino'connell, right? If you made up in your mind already, right, that you're going to go for it on fourth down and it's 3rd and 2, why wouldn't you run the ball twice? Even if you don't get the first down on 3rd down, you assume you get 1 yard on 4th down, dog. You hear me? But KOC came out, threw the ball, incomplete, went for it on 4th down, incomplete, didn't convert. Rushing yards, 82. 82. The Jets only had 36. Shout out to the defense. But I feel like the Vikings could have had more rushing yards. 82 yards is not bad against a tough, gritty, elite trench front seven like the Jets have. I respect that 82 yard, but it could have been a 100-yard rushing game, in my opinion. As we know, KOC likes to go away from the run, right? Tech Jedi in the building. Tech Jedi in the building. What up, big dog? Vikings will get to the Super Bowl, and Will Riker will kick us to victory because KOC can't coach a full game. Shout out Tech Jedi in there, man. Hey, if that happens, I wouldn't be mad. You hear me? I would hope the game wouldn't come down to the final kick, depending on Will Riker. But I got all belief, dog, in Will Riker and his ability to seal the game. Heavy, homie. Roll Tide, Skull Tide. You hear me? Heavy. Let's get it. Shout out Tech Jedi in the building, dog. Yeah, KOC have still yet to coach a full game. Facts. I'm saying the fans see it. You got the delusional fans out there who won't admit it. But KOC hasn't coached a full game yet. Period. Prime example was the 3rd down. They went for it, 4th down, what I just spoke on, huh? So rushing yards, I think that could have been 100 if KOC would have leaned on the run more. We've seen KOC numerous times, right? Let's not cap about it. When the run game is going well, not just versus the Jets, but versus the Niners, he did it. Versus the Texans, he did it. Versus the Packers, he did it. You're getting 6-7 yards a pop. Then he just goes to the pass, whether it's he wants to get pretty, he wants to get aggressive. We see him dial up a tricky play call that doesn't work, right? So for some reason, KOC just has it in his mind. And don't get me wrong, I love the aggressiveness. We've seen the Vikings be predictable, passive for years with Mike Zimmer, right? And all the offensive coordinators that came through here. So don't get it misconstrued. I love the aggressiveness. I love the mindset. But sometimes, especially when you're an elite head coach, an elite coordinator, offensive play caller, a mastermind, you have to know when to be physical. You have to know when to lean on your run, lean on the lead, especially when you're getting 6-7 a pop. I understand if the run game's not going like what happened versus the Jets because the O-line was getting their ass kicked. But at the end of the day, homie, you got to know when to lean on that damn run and annihilate a team, beat them up, continue to beat them up. That's how you break teams down. You beat them up, you bang them up. Halftime, third, fourth quarter come, they don't want to tackle no more. They don't want to bang no more. Heavy. I don't care if this is an offense pass heavy league. You still win in them trenches with that run game and you get violent. Huh? Should be nice if Hawkinson comes back if we can attack the middle of the field. Oh, facts, Tech Jedi. Facts. We ain't even got Big Hawk yet. When he comes back, hopefully versus the Lions, it's a total different ball game. Total different ball game. You hear me? We know what's up, Tech Jedi. But we talking right now. It's facts, per facts. KOC. He just, for some reason, wants to get pretty, dog. Wants to throw the ball. Gets pass happy. Pass happy. It's time to get aggressive, but it's times when you beat a team up. When you getting 6-7 yards a pop, you beat a team up and you don't stop till they stop you. You dig me? Yeah. The run games opens up everything else. You hear me? Everything, dog. Play action over the top, which the Vikings offense is built on. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves for KOC. Stop getting too damn pretty. Playoff football ain't pretty. Is playoff football pretty? No. Playoff football is gritty, nasty, dirty, especially in them trenches, dog. You see, prime example last season with the Dolphins. They finesse team the whole season. Oh, they run the score. They got speed here. They got Tyreek. They got everybody. Waddle. They throw the ball down the field. What happened playoff time? They got punched in the mouth. You hear me? Punched right in the mouth, dog. Huh? Went to the Bills, wasn't it? Bills kicked their ass up and down the field, homie. Because guess what? You got to run that ball. You got to be physical. You got to tote that tater playoff time, homie. Yeah, that's the difference. It's cool to be pretty, be a finesse team, but can you strap your cleats and lace your helmets up and move bodies and run the ball and break a team down? Heavy. Especially if you're playing in a cold climate. Huh? It's mandatory. You can run tote that tater. You hear me? Tech Jedi, wow. You need the Arby's business model. We have the meats mentality. Facts, man. You know what it is. Tech, you in the chat, like it up, man. You in the chat, like it up, huh? We need to take KOC and Night of Fight Club and show him how we get gritty. How gritty we get, EJ. You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, KOC. I just wish he would, when the running is going good, lean on it. I understand, don't be predictable. You want to pass, but lean on that thing, man. He could have leaned on the Jets. He could have leaned on the Packers. Heavy, early. Could have leaned on the Niners, huh? Come on, bro. Dolphins all sizzle, no steak. That's what I'm saying, Tech. All sizzle, no steak. It's cool regular season. Okay, you look pretty. Playoff time, what happens? Period, dog. I don't care what nobody talking about. We all know the games are always won in the trenches. At the end of the day, it's football, dog. Pass happy league, whatever. When playoff time comes, what happens? What do teams do? What do the Chiefs do? What do the Chiefs do playoff time? Get their run game going, eat you up. What they do last night versus the Saints. And they got injuries all over the field. That's smart coaching. That's having a great quarterback, dog. And being able to run the ball. Period, homie. You hear me? This ain't no rocket science. We know what it takes to win. So, yeah, dog. Lean on the run game. I need more yards a game. I don't care what defense you facing. You hear me? I understand the old lineman was getting their ass kicked late in the game, but you could have still got 100 plus, in my opinion. Even with Aaron Jones getting out. Aaron Jones is a totally different animal, totally different running back. We know that. You dig me on that. But I still feel like this number could have been 100. A big 100 plus. My opinion, dog. Let me know how you feel in the chat, dog. In the chat, like it up too. Passing yards, the Jets had 218. The Vikings only had 171. Only had 171, which is not great, which is well below what they average a game, right? But you got to respect how they pulled the victory out. Can't take that away from them. No problem with me there, dog. A dub is a dub in the NFL, dog. You hear me? No cap, dog. Time of possession, Right here, the Vikings had the ball more. That could have been a better stat, man. That could have been better as a whole. So KOC, to me, it doesn't all fall on him because sometimes players make mistakes like Sam Darnold, which I will get into that in a minute. Sam Darnold, stupid turnovers, forcing the ball in. I'm going to get to that. Oh, yeah, it's not all just KOC. It's not just KOC who takes all the blame, but he takes majority of the blame. He is the coach. He is the guy. He is the play caller. You hear me? He relays the plays to Sam Darnold, etc. He must improve, dog. So it's very important that he self-scouts this week. Self-scout, KOC. Self-scout, my boy. I think we are more physical this year. Oh, yeah. The previous years, I'll give some credit, though. But if B-Flow is not here this year, would be sus. Yeah, definitely more physical. We see that clear, Tech Jedi. We respect that. I said that during the preseason. First game of the preseason when I said there was a playoff team. Definitely more physical. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, dog. Especially the defense. You hear me? But even versus the Jets, the O-line reverted back. I don't care what nobody talking about. The O-line reverted back versus the Jets. It was getting thrown all over the field by the Jets' front line trenches. In my opinion, Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram. Do we trust our O-line going into the playoffs? That's the big question. I'm gonna get into it later. But let me know in the chat. Do you trust our O-line, dog, in the playoffs? Huh? Yeah, they look good. Yeah, the O-line has improved. They look good. They look more physical. They look better in the interior. But did they revert back? To me, they look bad versus the Jets, especially second half. It's 4 quarters of football. I feel like they get dominated by the Jets front, especially Bradbury soft big back ass and Ed Ingram soft big back ass. Heavy. And once again, how do you play against the best in the world? The elite of the elites. The New York Jets have one of the best fronts in the game. And they beat them boys up front, huh? Period. Especially second half. They beat them up. It was at Sam Darnold's feet every snap, dog. You hear me? We know what's up. So I ask you, do you trust the Vikings O-line in the playoff game, in the NFC championship? Do you trust them to get the job done? Or will it be the same old story? Because that Jets game, I understand fatigue you in London, so what? The Jets fatigue too. They in London too. They adapting too. I don't know, man. I need to see more from Bradbury and Ed Ingram to really trust that this O-line, playoff time, crunch time, you hear me? Yeah, heavy, dog. The Vikings got solid fire call that turn all these weak front and big balls into crybabies. I'm gonna get into Robert Saleh later, Delton. Facts though. I think everybody saw that coming, dog. That team was ready to collapse. That team is in turmoil, dog. But that's the biggest thing. That's pretty much it for KOC. I need more from KOC the second half. I need more from his offense the second half. Period. But it starts with KOC and Wes Phillips, the play caller. Whatever their collaboration is, I need more. It's time for more. Enough. We've seen this for 2-3 years straight. Second half, you cannot put a team away. You got to put a team away in the playoffs, homie. You got to bury a team, dog. Huh? You got to bury a team. And we ain't even seen the Vikings play from behind yet. Huh? We have yet to see that. It's kind of inevitable that it will happen, even if not the regular season playoff times. And if it doesn't, that's great. But it's very rare to see a team go the whole season without being behind. What happens if that happens? That's real adversity. Now, they faced adversity protecting the league, but what happens if they're down 2 touchdowns late in the game, second half, and your offense can't score? Then what? I'm just saying, then what? Let me know in the chat, then what? Huh? We have yet to see them be down a touchdown, 3 points. Beside the Niners game, they got down 3. What about a real game where you down a touchdown, 2 touchdowns early? How do you fight back, dog? That's all I'm saying, homie. If you can't score points the second half, can you really win a Super Bowl title? Huh? If you can't score points the second half, can you really win a Super Bowl title, dog? You hear me? You see the Chiefs versus the Saints, even if it's 1 touchdown and your defense is playing outstanding, that's all you need. You hear me? Vikings couldn't even get one. They couldn't get one. They got a field goal. Respect that. Because they didn't even do that in the past. Respect to Darnold